I feel safe in the woods because I know that the animals are not going to maul me. In the cities, it's questionable. Those animals, they're questionable. I don't watch them, right? Like the guy that Lucy. And it's just horrible person, horrible. Did not care for his people at all. Hated them just because of, right? Just a spoiled brat who would treat his own people like a young, right? Just didn't really have any roundedness. Just spoiled, pampered. Didn't have the aggressive side to kind of round it out, right? To kind of slap around each other to balance each other out. To say, get over yourself. Oh, sorry, right? And that's that balance that's inside you. So that's why there's this dark time, right? It's almost like that's why we allowed it, because we're like, well, we can use it to our advantage. Just like we can be even darker. It's just like you can just make sure that they're just really big bitches, and then we can get really dark. And so, which means is they kind of just you can fight harder because that turns into a man, right? It brings out the best in you. And why I say that is just like, say you have a bunch of guys working together and kind of are just comfortable with each other, right? And comfortable with their sexuality, comfortable with their mind, comfortable with their body, how it works, understand like why the hell there's, right? That G spot that's right in your fucking anus. Would you activate that thing? Fuck, you guys would scream. Like, you ever been with a chick? And fuck, you just do her really good. Fuck, you just stare, she just orgasms and just, right? They lose control of their body. And it's just like, it's a good turn on for you, right? Because it's like, yeah, I did that. You're proud of yourself, right? That would be you. You'll be that squirming little bitch on the fucking bed, right? So if you're to do that, like, make sure there's no one around. Right? It's like, it's about trust. That's what it is. It's about trust. It's like, that's a fucking crazy place to allow someone to be, right? It's just kind of like, oh, right? Pain can turn into pleasure, and pleasure turns into love. And it's like, you can't play around with love in any way. That's why I said it's about love. It's not about lust. It's just about, right? Because like when you're with that chick, for example, it's like all of a sudden you pop your cherry and it's just like, it's almost like it's locked, and you're gonna be like that. And you'll just be this clingy little fucking whore. It's like, fuck off. It's just like, you're the one who fucking, you know what I mean? You gotta watch. It's like, love is powerful, but once you know how it works, it's like, then you know that, okay, well, good, you're taught. And after a while, people will just know, and they won't have to talk about it because it's like, right, you'll see the social norm, how it works. Like the social norm right now is what, straight. It's like, which is wrong, right? It's totally wrong. It's imbalanced. You're an imbalanced little fucking cunts. So, and you'll hurt each other because of it. And you have, look at all of your sexual deviance in your society because of it. It creates bad things. So you gotta fix that, right? And not have it in the closet and say like, hey, I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna try that dress. Why not? And then find your inner child while you do it. But really, it's just, once you're balanced, it's like you'll learn to have fun. You'll learn to laugh. And you'll be like a child all the time. And it'll just enjoyable to be around. Instead of being a fucking cunt that you are now. Like turning people into humans again, not zombies. I love that theme song to Game of Thrones. It just makes me want to just punch someone. That would be awesome. That'd be a lot of punching. It's like, what happened? Sorry, that song kind of just gets to me. I love it. Me too. Thanks for watching us. Just, I look forward to that show. Makes you wonder what the dragons represent, eh? It's like, it represents your life. So you have these 3 dragons. One is slain, one turned evil, and now you have two more fighting this one. So what is that? And then you have their own people, and then you have this other group of people. It's like good against bad. And now they're gonna fight. It's like to the end, right? They know this other one's is like their weakness. It's like they know it's just that stone black, right? That black stone that was the dark soul of those people. This is I love the story, and it's just this, right? And it's how cold it is. It has to be colder than what the coal that they're trying to kill now. It's just like thinking we can find something eviler to kill this evil, right? Like a meaner boss. It's like, can we find a meaner boss to kill? It's like, well, you can make a stone from it and encapsulate that into the stone, and the power is unleashed into those. You know what I mean? Like, I love stories. Love it. You just because you know their weakness. And now it's about just those people having to work together, right? And that one, she has a crazy tendency to just, I don't know, spoiled brat. Powerful though. You don't know what you're getting there. You wonder, it's like, will she get in the lines? Will she not? Right now I'm thinking like, I don't know if I trust her. I think I'd rather just, right? But you want to, because she's like a likable character, right? Because she stood up for herself. It's just kind of like, good for you. Made her fucking expose herself on that fucking walk. That walk of shame, right? She just did it. She could have just stayed in that cell, but she's like, no. The only way I can get home is I gotta fucking just bear everything and finally get back to my castle, right? To my sanctum, where she keeps safe, and then she can, when she's got her bearings, right? But this walk, right? There's like those times that they have. Did you see any phones clicking? No. She's like, oh, I got one look, good for them. Always wanted to see their queen naked. It's the last time. That'll be the first time. Right? You get to kind of seek your revenge as they enjoy the show. Enjoy the fucking show. And she got her revenge, and all of a sudden they were trying to. Right? It was awesome. I was just like, yeah. And then she had all that stuff under the. Oh, and she ignited it. It was just such a powerful move, like green, right? I was just like, oh. I sat there drinking her elixir. Just, then she became one of my favorite characters after that. Before that, it is kind of weird. She's screwing her brother. I didn't like her brother though. It's just kind of like, yeah. It reminded me of that guy off of. But anyway. Today is, what did I call that day? There's two words for it, two names for it. Passover and Easter Sunday. It's kind of confusing. I was wondering, it's just like, which one do we use? It's like, which one has more power? So which one do I follow? And so it's just kind of like, I don't know. Especially just don't know sometimes. And then Game of Thrones is on tonight, so I'm looking forward to that. Just kind of like, oh. I hope there's fighting. It's just trust, right? It's hard to do. I know one of the rules first law, because a group will have laws, right? But there's law that one person can do themselves. The first law is going to be lying. It'll be a death to lie. And the second one, lie. The second one will be under lies. It's like if you try to hurt someone else with a lie, your whole line is exterminated, gone, just you'll be a thought, never no more. It's like kill them all. Maybe that, but you'll tell on yourself though. That's the thing. It'll follow you, right? It's like a lie will always follow someone. They'll see it. They'll just be like, "You're crazy to even try." That's why I always have to just go forward and just fight them, because it's always going to be there. You fight it. The food helps you. Cheating is just not part of the game anymore. Just kind of helping to decide. Do I want to be a part of that, right? Or do I want to, like, which death do I want? At least you get a choice on that too. That's kind of cool. I like that. So, see, I told you get choices, man. Look at you. I'm just spoiling you now. My God. So spoiled. Let me give you a third option. Kidding. I could. One year of walking. You know, I haven't even wrapped my brain around that yet. I haven't yet. Truthfully, I have not. Just the intensity of that, right? Just going, eating, looking after yourself. The voice, the power. So anyway, there's Lucy. I just would always just not be good to people, because they're just spoiled, right? Like living in a city turns them into these spoiled little bitches, and it weakens them, and it weakens him. Doesn't want to do anything. Just like, no, I don't want to fight. Let's just be good. Right? Just kind of like, it's like you just think in your head, I just want to slap him. Right? But you watch what type of person, and you give him his own people. It's just, I want to see what he treats these people. You see a 16-year-old boy alongside and just rape him and just leave him and just be like, that's horrible. At least give me your number. I'm kidding. Right? So that's the type of person he was. It's just like, and it's just, wow. And you have to be there to watch it. And it's just, right? Because you want to be as close to your creation as possible. Because it's love, and you can't help, like your child, right? I mean, they're your creation, you want to be close to, even though they're yelling at you, and then they're just kind of like, what's going on? At least you know what's going on. With pride, it's different, right? You can't get away from it until you get ugly, or else which happened with the fake son. Bitch. I have no time for the garden, which is good. Right? Focused on that and how it might look on perfect skin. Never, how do you make hide so a person can look perfect in marble? They make it like lots of light, and then it just looks amazing. It's like, ooh. And then give it the low setting, and then it's just like, yeah, what's those blotches on you? You're old. Oh, life can be cruel, but it's meant to do that, right? This is like the time of Job, almost. Get a job. I mean, they'll have a job that always keeps you happy, right? And it's not a job at all. It becomes joy. You wake up and you just go to bed. You're just like, oh, never enough time in a day. But you don't say it because it's like you're tired. It's just because you just want to work like that workhorse, right? Because it's fun and you see things happen and you see things grow in your hands and you're just like, oh, and you're excited, right? You're excited for that calf that's gonna be born. You're excited for that, like just excited for things, like a kid all the time. You're, that the joy you have as a kid, you'll always have it. Like there, you'll just be like, oh, you'll see the beauty in things. You'll sit there and like, but it won't be always about work. You'll have time for as well too. Like when you mean, when the harvest is done, what do? They relax and just say, oh, this is a little work, right? And then they can just eat their healthy food, and they're not gonna get fat over the winter, but they'll just, right? Because the seasons are gonna change. There's a transition. Everything's changing. It's like was over there is here, and what was here is there. It's like it's just right. Trump's building that wall for a reason because that's his. He has a path that he has to follow. He's just doing what he was been told to do, and he's just following it. Right. It's just. Then he has his wife directing. It's just a trail we have to follow. We can't help it. Can't help our parents. But we've all wanted new ones. It's like what I do. It's like I don't know. What did your mom do? He shifts into different things. One of his gifts from his older brothers. Good gift. Good to see if they won't know who they're talking to sometimes, and if you say anything bad, unknowing, right? Kind of like if you gotta watch. You don't know if you're doing good, but it's the opposite. You watch to watch if they're doing bad, and you constantly monitor. It's a horrible world, and this world of that phone that you're going to dispose of. And you're just going to just focus on that one thought of getting there and then go, and because it's not a public show. And then from there you will just like that dot. You'll disappear on the radar, but you'll just leave it maybe in your room. Just stay there. Or put it on your cat. I don't know. Inventive. And then you'll disappear on that radar and you'll appear on ours. Because when we're all in that line, it's not meant to be shown, right? It's like just coming through the ones who work together who will coordinate, help will be there. And it'll be planned. It'll be great. Live in before, in the moment, and plan, and just plan for your life, right? Plan for the future. As walk, as you can. That's what we'll do as a small group.